Have you ever stared at a can of corned beef and wondered, wait a second, where's the corn? It's a fair question. After all, there's clearly beef inside, but not a single kernel of corn in sight. The name has puzzled people for generations, making it sound like it should be some kind of beef and corn stew. But that's the surprising truth. Corned beef has absolutely nothing to do with the vegetable we call corn today. The word corned actually comes from an Old English term that meant small hard particles, in this case, the coarse grains of salt used to preserve the meat. Before refrigerators existed, salting was one of the few ways to keep meat from spoiling. People used large, rock-like corns of salt to draw moisture out of beef, stopping bacteria from growing. And that's where the name corned beef came from, beef preserved with big grains of salt. This wasn't just about flavor, it was survival. In places like Ireland and England, salting meat was essential, especially for long winters or sea voyages. By the 1600s, Ireland had become famous for producing high-quality corned beef, which was exported all across Europe and even to the Americas. Ironically, the Irish people themselves rarely ate it. The best cuts went abroad while most locals could only afford pork or vegetables. When Irish immigrants arrived in America in the 19th century, they brought their traditions with them but adapted to what was available. Pork was expensive in U.S. cities, but beef was cheap, thanks to local butchers, many of whom were Jewish and already experts in curing meat. The Irish began buying their salted beef from these butchers, and a new version of corned beef was born. Paired with cabbage, it became a classic meal for Irish Americans, especially on St. Patrick's Day. Ironically, what most people now think of as a traditional Irish dish actually developed in America, not Ireland. Corned beef also had a huge impact beyond the dinner table. Its ability to last for months made it a key ration for sailors and soldiers. During the Age of Exploration, British ships carried barrels of salted beef across oceans. Later, during the World Wars, canned corned beef became a military staple, easy to pack, store, and open. That rectangular can we still see today was designed for practicality, not style. From the trenches to the tropics, corned beef became a global food. In the Caribbean, it's known as bully beef. In the Philippines, it's a breakfast favorite with garlic rice and eggs. In Latin America and Hong Kong, it finds its way into sandwiches, empanadas, and soups, proof that one simple preservation method traveled the world and took on many local forms. Today, corned beef means different things depending on where you are. In the US, it's often the pink, tender beef brisket served hot and sliced with cabbage. In other countries, it's the shredded, salty version packed in cans. Both, however, trace their roots back to the same old idea: meat preserved with coarse corns of salt. The confusion comes from how the English language evolved. Over time, corn came to mean maize, the yellow vegetable we know today, while the old meaning faded away. The name stuck, even though the corn disappeared. It's a story about language, survival, and global flavor. What started as a simple preservation technique centuries ago became a symbol of cultural exchange and comfort across continents. Corned beef isn't just a meal, it's a bite of history, seasoned with time, salt, and human ingenuity.